But this could be a great segue into another portable handheld
It
gaming
sure could
device.
be. It sure could
Yeah,
be.
and every single time we cover these, it seems to get a little bit of traction. I
Yeah.
think more and more people are becoming excited about the future of handhelds, so it's definitely worth mentioning.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's get into that. So, first article this week is coming from The Verge, Sean Hollister, um, and he is reporting on the OneXPlayer X1 Mini. It's the most feature-packed handheld gaming PC yet. And he says in the subheading it has swappable SSDs, detachable controllers, detachable keyboard, kickstand, face unlock. So it's got like Face ID kind of thing. I can't call it Face ID because Apple, but hey. So Steam Deck, ROG Ally, and Lenovo Legion Go a bit too simplistic for you. The OnePlayer X1 Mini is the most gadgety handheld yet. The upcoming 8.8-inch, 144Hz Windows gaming tablet has 2 detachable gamepads like a Switch, a magnetically detachable keyboard cover like a Surface tablet, a kickstand, an easy access SSD slot under the kickstand, new for handhelds, I believe, an Oculink port to connect one of the growing number of eGPUs, Windows Hello automatic face login, as well as fingerprint reader power button, a 65 watt hour battery, one of the largest in handhelds, multiple USB 4 ports. We're on USB 4, Mike. Think about that.
That is wild.
Crazy.
That's brand new, isn't it?
That's gotta be. I never heard of it. The controller grip, a controller grip to snap its Joy-Con likes together into a wireless gamepad, and the Harman EFX tuned audio. This is interesting. Here's a little screenshot. Those watching the video, you see nice little Switch style controller dock. Yeah, that keyboard, it looks a little nifty. I wonder how that feels typing on it. It seems a little small, but anyway. And importantly, it's got an AMD 8840 8840U processor instead of an Intel Core Ultra chip. So, oh yeah, that swappable SSD. I'm assuming. I wonder if it's like, it looks almost like the little square SSD. So it looks like. Anyway, get into this. So the OneXPlayer X1 Mini is a smaller 8.8-inch version of the 10.95-inch OneXPlayer X1. Dude, what kind of these names are like tripping me up?
Dude, they gotta chill with the X's, by the way.
OneXPlayer X1 put on sale earlier this year, and that one shipped with the same Intel Core Ultra chip that recently underwhelmed us in the MSI claw. OneXPlayer has already dramatically cut the price to the larger Intel-powered handheld, and it just announced an AMD 8840U powered version of it as well. So you can see a little size difference. You got the mini at the top, got the standard at the bottom. So I don't know. I feel like if I'm like getting one of these, I would rather have like the bigger model, but I don't know.
I think so too.
I mean, I feel like the iPad Pro size display would be kind of nice. I don't know.
This thing is incredible looking. You should scroll up a little bit and play the 2-minute trailer that's on YouTube.
Yeah, let's see
For the
this.
people that are viewing, you got to see this thing.
I mean,
well, first of all, it's a promo, of course.
Yeah.
So it's always going to look good. But it just, I don't know. There's something very interesting about the style that they're going to do with this handheld. I really like the idea of adding it to a docking system. Maybe you've never had these before, but I know Lenovo used to make them, where on the bottom of your laptop it had the connection port, and you would just literally slap it on top of this like docking station that would immediately go to all of your monitors. Now this isn't anything new. It just, the graphic, the video reminded me of it, where he's coming in with the entire tablet, he's placing it down, automatically hooks up the mouse, the keyboard, the monitor, and you're good to go. And some of these metrics that they're promising, I mean, dude, Forza Horizon is not an easy game to play, and it's showing 144 frames per second. Really? And they're using gyro? It's like, bro, that's pretty phenomenal, I think.
Yeah, dude.
It just shows how far gaming has come. Like, technology is insane.
Yeah, it really is. I think just being able to attach the GPU to it and just kind of enhance that, I think it's pretty sick. Just kind of turn it into a desktop almost for some games. I wonder how it would perform with CPU intensive games, but that's a hypothetical. Finish out the article here. But if I had to pick one between this is Sean Hollister. If you had to pick one between the nearly 11-inch and 8.8-inch versions, sight unseen in the same size, 65 watt-hour battery. Yes, they are the same size. I'd probably choose portability, unless the 8.8-inch keyboard is really cramped or something. Either way, I really want to try it. So do I, Sean. So do I. Hope it doesn't cost too much. See, he's just thinking what I'm thinking right now, Mike. This is like we're just like linking right now. Hasn't quite begun its Indiegogo crowdfunding campaign yet, but I'll let you know when it does. And we'll try to let you know when it does as well. The M2 podcast.
Yeah. I am over here looking at their website, the OneXPlayerStore.com, and they have a OneXPlayer X1 that is going for $1,000. So I'm curious if this is one of they're actually doing a flash sale right now. A lot of these handhelds are marked off by $300-$400, going from as high as $1,300, dropping down to $897. This is USD, by the way, US dollars. So I don't know, man. Is this something that intrigues you at all? I'm not a big handheld person. I know I was just talking about the Nintendo Switch, but I play it on the docking station.
Yeah.
Does this interest you at all for like mobile gaming?
Yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about it more so the recent months. I think eventually I would like to get some sort of mobile gaming device. Like kind of, this is years down the line. I'm curious to see kind of how this progresses over the next few years. But I think at some point, yeah, I do want to get something portable. I think that would it'd be like a nice to have kind of thing. Especially, as lives get busy and whatnot. It would just be nice to have. But yeah, I'm like looking at this still here in the video, and you see kind of the difference in sizes between these. And I didn't realize how much bigger that 10 point, that 11 inches compared to the 8.8.
It's massive.
So it's definitely a lot bigger. But yeah, I mean, portability wise, the 8.8 almost looks like a Switch kind of deal. It's probably more closely similar. So, yeah, it's interesting. I like you were saying though, it looks sleek. So this is definitely something I would consider if I was in the market for a handheld gaming PC. But at the same time, I'm curious to see where this industry goes the next few years and what comes out of it. Because I think that's when I'll be most interested is probably like a few years from now.
I agree. I think this is right now for me. I'm not in the realm where I'm thinking this is a must-have item.
Yeah.
Although it's looking like, man, if I really had the disposable income and I just wanted to maybe get a deal, this might be the way. So let me give the people a little bit of context here. I'm on their website and I chose the highest end model that they currently have available. I'm stumbling on my words right now, sorry. But it's called the OneXPlayer X1. It's Intel Ultra 155H. I think that means 155 hours? Not sure. I'm off the cuff just reading on the website. It's a 10-inch monitor, 3-in-1 handheld. Now, I chose the highest end option. So 64 gigabytes of RAM, 4 terabytes of storage, plus a bundle for the better GPU and a magnetic keyboard. And that comes out to $2,400, and they discounted it to $2,150. So we'll see.
I mean, yeah,
it looks slick.
It does. Slick. I mean, at that rate, like I said, it comes down to, do you have the disposable income, but also like, do you have some sort of need for like a mini computer or something like that? Because if you do, I mean, this could be an alternative to like a tablet or something like that. So
yeah,
it's interesting. It's interesting. Yeah, I'm intrigued.
It's really hard to say because when you get up into that price range of over $2,000, I mean, you're competing with literal desktops at that point
and laptops.
So yeah, and it's like, do you really need a handheld like this?
Yeah.
Do you really? I mean,
who's the market?
You could go with. Yeah, you could go with a pretty high-end, maybe more powerful laptop and then use a Bluetooth connection to connect any one of your wireless controllers that you might already have. So you never, there's a lot to think about, I think.
Yeah, there certainly is. I mean, definitely don't have the income right now to purchase something like this, or like the significant desire, even if I did. So.
That's the big thing. You really got to want it. Yeah. It's interesting, though, because I think this is going to be the future of all of gaming. I mean, we talk about it so many times about how mobile gaming is just going through the roof. Yeah, that's the biggest market that's growing.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Yeah, it's I'm interested to see where this industry kind of goes, but I will say, dude, like design wise, this looks like pretty sleek, especially the controllers. So, especially I want to call them Joy-Cons, but yeah, the controller ends.
Yeah, I'm on board with that. However, the screen kind of looks ridiculous.
It does.
Scroll down to the last image, and that 10-inch screen, man.
I mean, yeah,
Jeez.
sticks out. That's for sure. That's what I was saying. I didn't notice it until they were showing like the prototypes in the video, and it was like, oh yeah, that's pretty big. Pretty
Yeah.
big. You know, we've been talking about the Joy-Con, Switch,